Everyone loves a bit of fresh air and getting out amongst nature, and it's not hard to find places to do so here, no matter your age or ability. And sometimes you don't even have to leave the city centre. This is South Yorkshire Stories. There's an amazing project in the centre of Sheffield that shows what happens when you bring the outdoors to the inner city. So let us know a little bit about the Greater Green project.
Well, we're in the middle of Sheffield, although you wouldn't really think it with this amazing planting. It's the UK's longest green street. So this is a real kind of multifunctional urban city landscape. And I think it really ties in nicely with the whole idea of Sheffield as being the outdoor city.
Yeah.
I mean, Sheffield often prides itself as being the greenest city in the UK in terms of the number of parks and green spaces, but a lot of that is on the edge of the city. And the Greater Green scheme is bringing that right the way in, because it's 1.5 kilometres if you walk along the whole length. I think we realise how important it is to be surrounded by green and just how good it is for people's health and well-being.
Yeah.
It feels like being surrounded by nature, even though
We're literally in the city centre. It's usually such a chore to find something for the whole family to do, but not here in Rotherham.
Action!
Thank you.
Piggyback, piggyback, piggyback.
This is a really beautiful space. Where are we right now?
Today we're at Ollie Country Park, which is a country park in Rotherham. This is one that's particularly close to my heart because it's where I work.
And you've got the kids, you've got the dog, this is a whole family affair. Why is it important to have your family involved?
To get kids outside is fantastic, you know, they get so much from it. It's better than sitting at home in front of a screen. And they love sort of the stream scrambling and the climbing the trees and they're getting dirty in the mud, playing in the dirt and stuff. It's great fun.
So George, what's your favourite part about the park?
Butterflies, birds, wasps and bees, and flowers, and nature.
So tell me a little bit about this 1,000 Hours I've heard.
The 1,000 Hours Outside, it's an American initiative actually, but I picked it up a couple of years ago, and it's based on trying to get children out of the house for at least 1,000 hours a year.
Hello guys, I'm with some movie makers, and today we're walking at Ollie Country Park.
It's a lot of countryside out there. There's a lot of rights of way, there's a lot of parks, green spaces right on people's doorsteps.
No, you can't blow the whistle.
The South Yorkshire region has loads of amazing gardens, but not all of them have a castle.
So this is Wentworth Castle Gardens, which is one of the National Trust estates near Barnsley.
And what's the story about the gardens? Because you were just telling me something really interesting about why this place was even made.
Yeah, so it stems from a family rivalry with a neighbouring stately home. So it's not a gentle tale, it's two people who had a lot of money showing off essentially, but they have in the process created two wonderful estates that we can now enjoy. And it just fell into disrepair. It was brought back into a better state by the former trust, and now the National Trust have managed a project to basically make it safe, do some remedial works to ensure that it's good for the future. It's actually a very special site for wildlife and particularly bats, so that presents its own challenges, but really also an opportunity to do something good as well.
The future of this place is in good hands. I'm off to meet a couple members of the Junior Rangers team here at Sandal Park. So you guys are Junior Rangers. What does that mean?
Well, basically, Junior Rangers were a group that was set up by one of our other young volunteers. He set them up to kind of get young people doing what the adults are doing, to kind of the next generation involved at the park. A lot of the time we do things like planting, we plant some trees. It's all kind of just to maintain and upkeep of the park.
So we have like a Junior Rangers board, which is basically like we put like bright lettering of Junior Rangers on that. Well, it's important like with young children to get them involved because it's good for them to know like what you can do to help the planet and things, and it's good for like their like mental health and things to be outdoors.
And it's run by kids for kids.
We want to make the park like the nicest place for families and people to come and like hang around and basically like the kids play and stuff.
Yeah,
it's just a nice place to come, like you come for like picnics and stuff.
I've loved meeting all these amazing people and visiting these fantastic places. Why not make your own South Yorkshire story?